When I first saw Robert's face, I couldn't believe my eyes.
When Robert was first found, it was impossible not to notice his unique appearance. His face was unusually wide, and his eyes were so tiny they seemed almost out of place. But there was something about him, something beyond his looks, that made him special. Every morning, Robert had a routine that brought joy to his caretaker. He would knead the blanket with his little paws, a gesture so endearing that it earned him the nickname Furry Alarm Clock. His caretaker couldn't imagine starting the day without Robert's gentle wake-up call. Robert was full of personality, and one of his quirks was his insistence on being included in everything. Whenever his caretaker went to the bathroom, Robert would claw at the door until he was let in, determined to be part of the action. But Robert's life hadn't always been this full of warmth and comfort. His story began in an unexpected place, a garden. One day, Robert fell off a roof and into the backyard of his caretaker's sister-in-law. His mother had been hiding him there, doing her best to shield him from the dangers of the outside world. When he was discovered, he was in terrible condition, weak, malnourished, and in desperate need of medical attention. As soon as the call came in about the tiny kitten in distress, Robert's soon-to-be caretaker rushed to the veterinary clinic. Seeing Robert for the first time was a heart-wrenching experience. His fragile body and unusual appearance tugged at her heartstrings, and she knew she had to do everything she could to help him. Holding Robert for the first time was an unforgettable moment. His caretaker noticed that he looked a little different, and it wasn't long before the vet revealed the reason. Robert had a rare genetic condition passed down from his mother. While the condition wasn't life-threatening, it made him stand out in a way that only added to his charm. Robert's first few days in his new home were challenging. For his safety, he had to be quarantined from the other cats. It was heartbreaking to see him isolated, but his caretaker was determined to make him feel loved. She spent hours sitting by his side, talking to him in soothing tones and patiently earning his trust. Slowly, Robert began to open up. By the third day, he did something that melted his caretaker's heart. As she sat beside him, he stretched out his tiny paw and placed it on her hand. It was a small gesture, but it spoke volumes. In that moment, a bond was formed that would never be broken. Robert's transformation from a frightened kitten to a confident companion was remarkable. He began to follow his caretaker everywhere, always curious and eager to be near her. His personality started to shine through in the most delightful ways. Robert loved affection, especially Eskimo kisses. He would nuzzle his nose against his caretaker's, closing his eyes and purring contentedly. Playtime quickly became Robert's favourite part of the day. Surprisingly, he loved playing fetch, something not often seen in cats. He would bring his favourite toy mouse to his caretaker, drop it at her feet, and wait expectantly for her to throw it. He also developed a hilarious habit of chasing the mop whenever cleaning was underway. On quieter days, Robert enjoyed birdwatching from the windowsill. He would sit there for hours, his tail twitching in excitement as he watched the birds outside. Sometimes, he would even let out adorable chirping sounds, as if trying to communicate with them. Despite his rough start in life and his ongoing health challenges, Robert thrived. He was playful, affectionate, and full of curiosity, a testament to the power of love and care. Robert's caretaker often reflected on how much he had changed her life. He wasn't just a pet, he was her best friend, her confidant, and her constant source of joy. Robert's story serves as a powerful reminder that every life, no matter how small or fragile, is worth fighting for. His journey from a tiny, struggling kitten to a happy, thriving companion is proof that with love and patience, anything is possible. To anyone considering rescuing an animal, Robert's caretaker hopes his story will inspire you. The love and gratitude that rescue animals give in return are immeasurable. Robert's journey is a shining example of resilience and hope. From a garden to a loving home, he overcame every obstacle life threw his way. Today, he's living his best life, bringing joy to everyone who meets him. Robert's story is one that highlights the transformative power of love, care, and compassion. As I reflect on his journey, I am struck by the resilience of animals and the profound impact that rescuing and nurturing them can have, not only on their lives but also on the people who care for them. Stories like Robert's remind us of the deep connection between humans and animals, and they challenge us to act with empathy and responsibility toward those who cannot speak for themselves. When I think of Robert as a tiny kitten found in a garden after falling off a roof, I can't help but imagine the fear and helplessness he must have felt. Vulnerable and in poor health, his chances of survival without human intervention were slim. This scenario is, unfortunately, all too common. Across the world, countless animals face hardships due to abandonment, neglect, or environmental dangers. Many of them, like Robert, rely on the kindness of strangers to pull them from desperate situations and offer them a second chance at life. What stands out in Robert's story is the immediate and unwavering response of his rescuer. Upon learning of his plight, she didn't hesitate to act, rushing him to the vet and ensuring he received the care he needed. This kind of dedication is inspiring and speaks volumes about the selflessness of individuals who step up to help animals in need. It's not always easy. Financial, emotional, and time commitments can be significant, but the rewards are immeasurable. Robert's transformation from a scared, fragile kitten to a playful, affectionate companion demonstrates the profound effects of patience and love. It's easy to overlook the psychological toll that abandonment and hardship can have on animals, but just as humans heal emotionally with time and care, so do animals. Robert's initial distrust, followed by his gradual openness to affection, highlights this beautifully. It's a reminder that building trust takes time, but the bond that forms is deeply rewarding. One of the most touching aspects of Robert's story is his unique personality. His morning biscuit-making ritual, his love for Eskimo kisses, and his playful antics with the mop showcase the individuality and charm that every animal possesses. These quirks make them more than just pets. They become integral members of the family. Robert's caretaker described him as her furry alarm clock, a simple yet heartwarming detail that illustrates the joy he brings to her life. This joy is one of the reasons I believe rescuing animals is so important. The connection between humans and animals is deeply enriching, and the mutual love and companionship they provide can be life-changing. Studies have shown that caring for animals can reduce stress, combat loneliness, and even improve overall mental health. In return, animals like Robert show immense gratitude and affection, creating a bond that benefits both sides. However, Robert's story also underscores the importance of responsibility. Adopting or rescuing an animal isn't a decision to be taken lightly. It comes with challenges such as managing medical issues, providing proper nutrition, and addressing behavioural concerns. For Robert's caretaker, the initial days of quarantine and his rare genetic condition were hurdles to overcome, but her persistence and dedication ensured that Robert not only survived but thrived. This level of commitment should serve as a model for anyone considering bringing an animal into their home. Another lesson from Robert's journey is the resilience of animals. Despite his difficult start in life, Robert found happiness and comfort in his new home. His ability to adapt and thrive is a testament to the indomitable spirit of animals. They teach us to persevere in the face of adversity and to find joy in the simplest of things, a lesson that's especially valuable in today's often stressful world. In conclusion, Robert's story is more than just a tale of rescue. It's a celebration of the bond between humans and animals, and a call to action for greater compassion. His journey reminds us that every life, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, holds immense value. By choosing to rescue and care for animals like Robert, we not only change their lives, but also enrich our own in ways we never imagined. Thank you for joining us on Robert's incredible journey. His story is a powerful reminder of how love and compassion can transform lives. If you've been inspired, consider adopting, fostering, or supporting rescue efforts. Together we can create more happy endings. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more heartwarming stories.